So as of today, the American Express Platinum card costs $695 a year. And I get it, it's expensive, it's a lot of money. I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, I can never see myself spending $700 a year on a credit card, just doesn't make any sense. And you know what, to be fair, some people will just never get it. But if you're willing to listen, today I wanna break down the $700 annual fee for the AMEX Platinum and explain to you guys why it makes sense even without the hack that I'm gonna show you guys later in this video. So, the annual fee is $695 every year for the American Express Platinum card. To make it easy, let's just call it $700. $700 a year for the AMEX Plat. We're gonna start off by addressing the fact that the standard welcome bonus is 100,000 points for the AMEX Plat. This is the standard offer that you get by signing up with my link down below or any standard advertisement that you see for an AMEX Plat card. 100,000 points on the AMEX platform is about a $2,000 valuation. And for those of you guys that are not part of the AMEX community or understand how the point structure works, we're just going to assume that the 100,000 points is irrelevant to this calculation. Let's say you're not convinced with the sign up bonus and you think that, okay, well year 2, year 3, and every year after you sign up, you're not gonna get the 100,000 point bonus. And okay, fair. Let's not include that in our calculation. I'm gonna put everything on the screen for you guys so you can see the calculation line by line. The first one is gonna be the $200 annual fee credits for any airline. With the hack that I showed you guys in a previous video for my AMEX Plat, you can basically use this to actually buy flights. And so it's $200 towards flights or pretty much anything with an airline during a given year. I know for a fact from personal experience that it works to purchase United Travel Bank credits with this, but I've also heard and seen on other forums that it works for other airlines as well. The next one's gonna be the $200 annual Fine Hotels and Resorts credit. This can be used on any hotel or resort that's booked through the AMEX platform and against $200 towards that every given year. The next one is the $189 credit for Clear every year. So if you enroll in Clear, which is pretty much just TSA PreCheck on steroids, you never have to pay for this ever again. You then have the $240 annual statement credit for digital entertainment. Now this is for specific platforms, not all of them, so it includes the New York Times and other things. And it's statement credits that get applied every month to your card. You've then got the $300 annual credit for an Equinox membership, which is very useful, especially if you go to Equinox. And then you've got the $200 annual Uber credits, which come in the form of $15 per month and then $20 in December every year. With this, you also get Uber VIP status, which I believe is Uber Gold, or whatever the higher tier status is in Uber. You get $155 in annual statement credits for Walmart Plus. So if you have a membership with Walmart Plus, or if you don't even know what that is, go ahead and go look it up. It's a good alternative to Amazon Prime and other things like that. You get a $100 fee credit for global entry, or an $85 fee credit for the TSA PreCheck sign up. You also get a $100 credit to spend at Saks Fifth Ave every year, and that's broken up into $50 every 6 months, so between January and June, and then July and December. And then you also get a $300 credit if you purchase a SoulCycle bike, something that's very specific, but also a credit that you get with the card. Now, as if you're not already getting a pretty good value with the things I've already talked about, we haven't even gotten to the meat and potatoes of this. The next item on the list is lounge access. You get access to all Centurion AMEX lounges, you get access to Delta Sky Club lounges, and you also get access to the full variety of Priority Pass lounges that come with having an AMEX Platinum card. For the purpose of this, we can't really put a price on Centurion lounges since you have to have an AMEX card, but you can probably assume that if they charge for it outside of having an AMEX card, it would be pretty expensive every year. That being said, there is an annual price for Sky Club lounges and an annual Priority Pass membership, and so we're gonna include that in the calculation here since that's what you're getting with the AMEX Platinum card. You get the $429 annual Priority Pass membership for free with your American Express Platinum card. And the $429 is for the one that offers unlimited visits, which is also what you get with the AMEX Plat. You have unlimited visits to any Priority Pass lounges during the year. The cheapest annual Delta Sky Club membership is $545 every year. And again, you also get that for free with your American Express Platinum card because they do have a partnership with Delta, which is great. This is for the individual plan, which is similar to what you get with the AMEX Plat. You can't bring any guests as far as I'm aware, but you can have them pay a fee to get them into the club. Some other big travel rewards that I'm also not going to include in the calculation here include Hilton Honors Gold that you get for free with the AMEX Plat and Gold Elite Marriott Bonvoy status. These two statuses alone have a very high valuation just because the amount of dollars you would have had to spend on stays just to get these statuses with these hotel chains. But again, it's not exactly easy to calculate exactly how much they're worth, so I'm not going to include it as part of our calculation. So there's a lot more benefits that I didn't even discuss here that aren't listed as a dollar value that you get in credits every year. This includes the travel insurance, AMEX offers on massive discounts for different things. And so for the purpose of this, let's just count those as extraneous benefits to just having an AMEX Plat and not include that in part of our monetary calculation of whether or not the annual fee is worth it. This video is not a comprehensive review of all the AMEX Plat benefits. I do have a video going more in depth in all of the Platinum card benefits and how I was able to use them in a different video. So if you do want to check that out, I'll leave a link to it here in the video. Now with that being said, from just what we've calculated on the benefits for the AMEX Plat that don't include a lot of other things, we're already up to over $2,700 of value from the American Express Platinum card. Let's say you only use half of this stuff. You're getting already a 200% return on your investment for the initial annual fee every single year. I think it's definitely fair to say that most people are not going to use some of these benefits, and that's totally fine. But every year, if you're getting at least a 200% return on your investment for the annual fee, I think it's fair to say this card's annual fee is well worth the money with what you're getting. Now, it might also be fairly obvious that this card is a travel rewards credit card. So if you're not traveling, you don't spend money, this doesn't make sense. That's something that I said in my other AMEX video, and I'm gonna say it again. This card is not for people that don't spend a lot of money, and also if you aren't able to actually travel and utilize the travel benefits. However, that being said, there are times and years in your life that you might not be traveling as much, and there might be times where you're not necessarily able to use the benefits as much as you possibly could. And that's where this annual fee hack comes into play. This is what's better known as the AMEX retention offer. What the retention offer is essentially a way for AMEX to keep customers on their platform by incentivizing them with a specific point bonus, a statement credit, or even a waiver of the annual fee. Now, this obviously doesn't come automatically, and the way you do this is actually by contacting American Express. So let's say after the first year of your membership, you find that you're not able to use all the benefits, and especially in this past year, you didn't have the opportunity to travel as much. You call American Express and you let them know that you're not getting the value out of this card that you had hoped. This past year, personally, I did not use as many benefits as I thought I would. And so when I called them, they gave me an offer for, I believe, $400 or $450 in the form of a statement credit if I spent $4,000 on their card in the next 3 to 6 months. This is something that was fairly easy to do because I already spent so much money on my AMEX cards. And it pretty much knocked down my annual fee to about $200 to $250 for last year. If you then include all the benefits that I'm going to go ahead and maximize this upcoming year, it's a no-brainer that the annual fee is absolutely worth it, especially with the retention offer. To be more specific, when you call AMEX, you pretty much want to say, speak with an associate until they actually get you to an associate. You don't have to provide any information, and that's the fastest way to actually talk to somebody. AMEX is generally pretty good at picking up the phone. They usually have a lot of representatives, and so you don't have to wait to actually talk to somebody, but you do need to say, speak with a representative enough times so that it'll get you through to an actual person. Once again, once you get to the actual person, you just walk them through your situation and tell them what's going on and how you feel about owning the card. And if you feel that you haven't maximized the benefits that you had hoped for in the beginning of the year, let them know that and they'll probably offer you a retention offer. That being said, if you never use the card and you're just trying to get out of the annual fee just to get out of it, they're probably not going to give you a retention offer. And also if you do this every single year, I can't speak to that experience, whether or not that works. But again, this is a bit of a hack that does work if you haven't used your benefits as much as you should have. The AMEX is definitely willing to work with you to knock down that annual fee a little bit or even waive it altogether. So I hope you guys found this video useful, especially you folks out there that think that no matter how good the benefits are, a $700 a year annual fee credit card just simply isn't worth it. There really is a lot to be said about the comprehensive benefits that the AMEX Plat offers, and honestly why it's such a popular credit card today. With as many people as they're giving out the AMEX Plat to these days, I really hope that they don't diminish their benefits and that they keep the annual fee the same and don't change it to be any more than it already is. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like down below. Comment if you guys have any questions and I'd be more than happy to help where I can. Especially when it comes to hacks and best ways to maximize the benefits out of your AMEX Platinum to best use the $700 annual fee. But until next time, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.